Question number 8. A certain sum of money at a certain rate of compounded annually amount to rupees 8820 in 2 years and 9261 in 3 years. Means you have a principal, that principal becomes an amount 8820, that principal becomes an amount 8820 in 2 years and 9261 in 3 years. Means amount 8820 in 2 years and amount become 9261 in 3 years. Find the rate of interest and the principal. Principal is not given to you. Rate of interest is not given to you. Time is given. One is 2 year. Means after 2 year your amount will be 8820 and after 3 year your amount will be 9261. What is the rate of interest and what is the principal? Now how to find? Now see. Amount for 2 year is what? 8820. Amount for 3 year is what? 9261. Now amount for 2 year 8820, 3 year 9261. That means there is in compound interest what happened? Whatever be the last amount, that will be the new principal. That means amount for 2 year, if it is 8820, then the new principal will be also what? New principal will be also 8820. Means principal at the beginning of 2 year is 8820 and amount at the end of 2 year, amount at the end of not 2 year, 3 year, amount at the end of 3 year is 9261. That means there is a gap of 1 year in this one. 2 year, 3 year. 2 year, say principal is this at the end of 2 year. This is actually amount, but if you consider the beginning of 2 year, that will be what? This is your principal. Now principal is what? Rupees 8820 means at the beginning of 2 year, and amount at the end of 3 year, amount at the end of 3 year is 9261. There is a gap of 1 year, and that gap of 1 year means what? There is the interest. This minus this is the interest for what? For third year. This is the interest for third year. This step you have to understand. Here this is a simple step. This one, that for 2 year the amount is, for 2 year the amount is rupees 8820. For 3 year amount is rupees 9261. 8820 9261. That means interest in this 1 year is what? Interest for 3 minus 2 1 year is rupees what? 441. Means principal is 8820, 441 is interest, amount is what? 9261. For how many year? For 1 year. That's why I have calculated interest for 1 year is rupees 441. Now if interest is 441, that means what? PNR by 100. Now you will say why it become simple interest. It is a compound interest chapter. Why it becomes simple interest? Because for 1 year, whatever be the simple interest, that is your what? Compound interest. The both simple and compound are same for 1 year. That's why PNR by 100 equal to 441. Now what is P? What I have told, amount and at the end of 2 year, nothing but the principal at the beginning of third year. Principal at the beginning of third year is what? 8820. So 8820 into principal at the beginning of third year, amount at the end of third year. So in between these two, there is what? There is a your interest. Interest is what? 441. So principal, how many year? 1 year. Rate is what? R divided by 100 equal to 441. That means your R is what? Your R become 5%. Okay. So you got R. Now you have to find original principal. That means principal at the beginning. This is principal for third year, not for the beginning. You have to find original principal. So say now it become easy. Let the original principal be X. You have after 2 year, you have amount is 8820. Amount is 8820. Time is what? 2 years. So time is 2 years. 8820 is amount after 2 years. So time is your what? Time is 2 years. So the formula is what we know, A equal to P1 plus R by 100 whole thing to the power n. So we have put 8820, the amount, principal X, rate we have 5%, and time what? 2 years. So after calculating, the answer is what? Answer is rupees 8,000. Again I want to explain this one, the beginning part of this. This is the important, that amount after 2 years is 8820. That means principal at the beginning of third year. principal at the beginning of third year. I may have told principal at the beginning of 2 year in the first step. No, it is not like this. The principal at the beginning of third year is what? 8820. Amount at the end of third year is 9261. 9261. That means there is the interest for 1 year. There is the interest, and what is the interest? This is 441. This is the method of finding this type of sum. So interest is what? 441. Since 1 year it becomes a simple interest. That's why PNR by 100 equal to 441. After calculating, we got what? R equal to 5 and X principal is what? Rupees 8,000. Okay. Now next one. Question number 9. Question number 9. Now what is the question 9? Mr. Roy invested equal sum, one at 6% simple interest and other at 5% compound interest. If the former earn rupees, this question is wrong. It will be the question is wrong here. It will be 973. 973 board as interest at the end of 2 years. Find the total sum invested. So what I have taken here, see, let the principal be rupees X. Now first rate is what given? 6%. Time is what given? 2 year. 2 year. See the question again. Mr. Roy invested equal sum, one at 6% simple interest and other at 5% compound interest. If one is simple interest, another one is what? Compound interest. If the former earned 973 more as interest at the end of 2 years. Now see again. So 6% SI. Time is what? 2 year. Principal is same. For both case, for SI and CI, principal given, not given, you have taken X, and time is what? For both the case, 2 year. Only what is the change? The rate is changed. For first case rate is 6% and for the second case rate is 5%. Now what is the first case? Simple interest. Simple interest direct formula PNR by 100, X 2 year, 6 by 100, it becomes 12X by 100. Then again, for compound interest rate is what given? 5%. Time is 2 year. Compound interest formula P1 plus R by 100 whole thing to the power n minus 1. I have put this one. After calculating, we got what? 41 P by 100. And what is P? P I have taken X. So it becomes 41X by 400. Now, what is given? The former. This is the former. And what? 973 more than the later. Now, this is 486 actually given. This is wrong. That's why I have cut it here. So it become what? Later is what? 41X by 400. So simple interest is 973 more than the compound interest. After calculating, we got X equal to what? 55600. So this is the two sum. Question number 9 and question number 8. Okay.